the finishing line of he has to take the girl home. The last line has to be
might as well. Hey everybody, welcome to Damage Check, episode 74.
Is that what it's
As you can see, we're doing it a lot differently this time, but we're gonna wait about a few more minutes. We're gonna wait like 5 minutes for everyone to join in. All right, so this bet is live, right?
The bet is
live.
live.
Bet is live. Okay.
I can't really shake the hand from here.
We're going out for fun festivities later. I guess I don't want to say drinks, but
yes.
Thanks,
Jose. We're all going out for pizza. Later.
The way he's looking at the screen, like for pizza.
Some sparkling cider.
We're all here today. Braxton came from Broken Car Land. Ryan came from Sugar Mama Land. Keith came from Charville.
Yeah.
And I live here.
I can't.
Oh wait, Ryan, you gotta get the spoilers up.
No.
You're spoiler guy.
Why am I spoiler bitch?
Because that's your job.
Well, that means you gotta read the chat because you don't know what access.
Oh yeah, you gotta.
I mean, I can read the chat. I mean, chat's right here. Looking at the chat.
What are they saying?
The chat's just saying, "My boy, the Irish God."
Hey, whoever that is, I can't see who it is.
In the chat.
Hello.
Discord emotes.
Discord.
IG.
By the way, we officially have a Discord
Yes,
now.
join our Discord.
I'm sure Nate will put the link in the description somewhere, or
It's pinned on the Facebook page.
It is pinned on the Facebook page.
So, if you need
So we officially have a
Facebook
Discord.
page.
We chat there sometimes, and by we I mean these three. I really am not that.
We make emotes for our faces. Faces.
Because we always go face. Because face is the place.
Faces, please. What?
Oh, that's new.
That's neat, I guess. Hello.
Hello.
Slightly provocative and yet kind of ugly new look here. This looks like the girl you meet in the club, and she's like,
No, that's a great look here, but we've already seen her.
I mean,
Kind of girl that likes horses? Yeah.
Hey,
she does look like a horse girl.
nothing wrong with that. Except there's everything wrong.
Ryan's number one rule of Tinder: if she has a picture of a horse, no.
He's gonna never show this video again.
We just like go to like not lying and Nate's message just like why?
We're gonna try this again. You can't pay back what you owe.
Money.
So far, we gotta put my shoes on this thing.
Oh, I guess that is something I should address. I shaved. The beard is gone.
You had to be personable to other people.
I had to be personable for other people as I try to
Eat pizza.
make monies. And a lot of people don't like beards for some reason. I love my beard, actually. I miss it already.
I love mine.
I guess I don't care.
I'll tell you, the first time I ever saw Braxton with a beard, I was very confused. One, because he only had like the mustache and the goatee. I was incredibly perplexed. I was like, is this evil Braxton? Is this bizarre Braxton?
Yeah.
How far back am I going?
Last week.
I got
Last
Animus
Wednesday.
Pile. I think we did that
Last
we did.
Wednesday.
last Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. Last Thursday, I guess.
What day is it?
Today's Friday.
I know.
The 10th.
I'm looking for February 3rd. Coming.
Vowing Saber reverse for life.
I am so sorry for your loss.
This is your fan. He mains Narukami as well.
Yeah, Narukami.
Could
I
you
have
pick a
that
better
coming.
boss, please?
I was sitting here trying to figure
You
out
were
what
robbed on that
change.
Amazon.
So who's the new guy? Wait, which one's the new guy?
You.
Me? I'm not the new guy. I'm the captain.
Yeah.
I'm the captain. Look at me.
So without a beard, it's the non
I'm the captain.
He's weaker. Muni.
Yeah.
Take him down. Now's
Um,
our chance.
all right, we got one more minute, and then we'll get
Let's go.
started.
We all seen Kill la Kill, but I was Harry's powerless.
I'm no longer as powerful as I once was.
You can never pilot Vanguard again.
No, I did lose today. Thanks, Keith.
Oh yeah, that's right. Correct.
Did you give him the order?
The guy in the backwards chair. This is Keith, the Irish guy.
Hello.
He's not new. He's been here.
He's been here. God. How long has he been here?
Yeah.
Less than
Jesus,
a
how
year.
long
Less than
has
a
he
year.
been
More than,
Officially, yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
everyone already knows. That's Keith. Keith the Irish God.
Yeah.
The Irish God.
Hey.
Thomas New Meta 2017. Oh, wait, no. What is
Hey.
it?
Is that Clay? Is that Clay?
Clay, hello.
Oh, apparently.
my
Oh,
God.
some people like me without the beard. Maybe I'll keep it off.
No, you
Unlikely.
won't. No, you won't.
I'm too
You
lazy.
will not.
You don't know me. You
Yes,
don't
we
know.
do.
Maybe I do like.
Damn straight. Yeah, you're gonna fucking grow it back. God damn. As if there was any doubt.
All right.
Okay, let's go.
All right with glasses.
Bro, the next damage check, I get contacts. What a twist!
And that's how Jose became a hipster, wasn't it?
Yeah, you're right.
All right.
Comes in in flannel in the next one.
Flannel, no glasses, and a man bun.
Yeah.
I'm Matthew Ward.
Flannel and shorts.
All right, so let's jump right in.
Okay.
Welcome to Damage Check episode 74. I'm so glad that you can join us today. Before I get started, let's give a little quick shout out to Ultra Reality Games, Cardfight, Vanguard, Circus series. Make sure you check out the link in the description. Make sure you check out their website for all new events upcoming, depending on when you watch this, but there'll always be new events. So just check up in there. I don't want to name any events right now.
ARGCircuitSeries.com.
Bam.
Boom. And without further ado, let me introduce the four-man squad I have with me today. It's been a while since the team has been this together. For actually about a week when we went to Virginia. Over here, we've got Braxton Express, fresh from No Carland. Le Doombringer Griffin.
Shredder!
Yeah. Keith the Irish God. Keith. Oh, God. Not like this.
And
then-
not least, Darkest Shredder.
And the captain. You can keep the shredded glasses on if you want.
All right, let's do it.
Oh my God, I can't believe it. It's upside down.
The things you do when you're in the bathroom.
So
take these with us.
we're not gonna really talk about our event here, one because it's kind of weird, but we'll talk about it in another video. Once we get all compile all the data and I force Keith to do statistics and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a different video. But as we always start damage check, it is time for the spoiler reel. Not that much this week though.
All right, we'll start with Sunday's spoiler. Ghosty leader Demetria.
What is that?
Double R.
Oh, no.
That's a grade 2. Grade
Three.
3? Grade 3. Cool. Awesome. They never put the power on the spoiler reel. Thanks, Drevlin. But thank you, Drevlin. We do love it. Auto, Vanguard Circle. When your rear guard is retired, choose a normal unit with Ghosty in its card name that is a grade less than that card from your drop zone, and you may call it to rear guard circle. If you do, this unit loses this ability until end of turn. That's an interesting design choice. Auto, Soul Blast 2. Ghosts. You have to Soul Blast ghosts specifically.
Ghosties, basically, I think.
When it's the
The race.
race, yes.
Oh, race. Gotcha.
The race
Gotcha.
of ghosts.
Come on.
That makes sense. Stop shredding number one.
I'm Shredder number 1. Hello? When this unit is placed on
Hey,
Vanguard
the
Circle,
captain has spoken.
go away, Shredder number 2. When this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, reveal cards from the top of your deck until you reveal a grade 1 card. Choose a grade 1 card with Ghosty in its card name from among them. Put it into your hand, put the rest in your drop zone. So it's kind of just mill until you hit another Ghosty.
That sounds
Yeah,
ridiculous.
That's okay.
So you're playing Light Swords.
I mean, I guess, yeah. If you don't get to draw ridiculous cards, too.
I think this could be
Like,
interesting.
it's like one line that's, oh God. So like, if you only have one Ghosty, you don't hit it until you milled like 40 cards.
Suicide the deck. What if you do this and you don't have any ghosties at all, and you just do it to kill yourself? I always have the gun with the one bullet in the barrel.
You reveal cards from top of your deck until you reveal a grade 1 card, and then you can choose a grade 1 ghost.
Oh,
okay.
Run no grade ones, but like one.
The head of the right.
Pure luck.
I don't like playing card games.
My friend just made
I
me.
paid $5 to die.
My friend just wanted me to cook it. Keith, what do you think about this card, though? In all honesty,
It's an interesting card that needs more fleshed out in the archetype because there's not enough ghosties / ghosts.
What
I
about-
guast I don't think.
What about Ghosty the Vermilion Ghost?
what
Vermilion
about Obadiah? It was a picture. That's what Shredder number 2 is talking about. What about Obadiah the Great Ghosty, though?
I mean, he's a great ghosty, but that's one stride.
He's also in this.
That's not even in the main.
So yeah,
What's next?
We got a. Well, I don't know if this is the new Venus Lucier. Oh yeah. Okay.
Stride?
I forgot that the stride's called Lucier Mystique. Yeah. So new. This is actually monthly Bushiroads. Sucks.
Oh no!
Revivals Collection 2 incoming.
But you know we're just gonna get it in the box as a box topper. So. Silverthorn.
Oh, Revival Collection 2.
No, this is a Revival card, guys.
No, it's not. It's a monthly Bushiroad.
No, it's a triple R. It was in the monthly Bushiroad, but it's the triple R.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So.
You
No,
Rexstrom.
Keith is impact correct.
Wait,
how-
like that? Is that-
Shredded number
is that
3.
number- Yes.
Hello.
Maybe we should put shred number 3 in top of.
All right. I'm shredding number 2 now.
With that.
No, what? No, yeah, what?
Yeah. It's the boot.
Sit down, Shredder 2.
Put the Tims down.
Guys, we're never gonna get through this demonstration. Go to the spoilers.
This is the second
Okay.
one. Silverthorn
Go ahead.
Dragon Master Venus Lucier. Stride rules. Auto. Vanguard Circle. GB3. Choose 2 of your Silverthorn rear guards. Put them in your soul. When this unit attacks, you may pay the cost. If you pay it during that battle, this unit gains critical +1. Act. Vanguard Circle. Once per turn. Counterblast 1 and choose 1 face-down card you're using with the same name as this unit and flip it face up. If you have a Silverthorn Heart card, choose 1 Silverthorn card from your soul and call it to rear guard circle.
It had me at gains a crit.
But it doesn't get any additional power.
It has me at
You
gains.
couldn't just
And
get
it
plus
sucks
10
up 2 units. It's literally a worse lunatic right now. Who just gets a crit
We
at
just have to
3.
see. Yeah, we're all kind of like sitting here like.
Well, I'm
alright,
forgetting
so-
if like, how does the purple trapezus work? The silver throne purple trapezus.
The exact same
Hey,
way as the purple
hey,
piece.
is it lunatic main phase though?
Yes, but
This is on attack.
But does that make much of a difference?
Yes.
In Pale Moon?
What?
In Pale Moon?
I imagine so, because you can do like janky Silverthorn things and main
No, but
phase.
nothing can be sucked up and do stuff.
Say what?
Like there's not they don't have an effect yet. This is the
Right, but
thing that sucks up and does something.
Silverthorn's all about on hit.
Yeah.
So if you hit, great, you get more attacks. If not, then suck them up and get a crit and throw it at them.
Why not just give him a crit GB3 when you got stuff like Gear Groovy and everything else going off?
No,
I mean, their timing is the same. This is just Silverthorn, so you can do Silverthorn things, I guess. I don't know.
it's okay for all of you who still have your
Yeah.
Luciers, because you clearly do, because the card's still atrociously expensive.
Yeah. It held its value.
All right, next.
Give me power.
Give me power.
I don't want any of these other spoilers.
Let's go Night Rose.
Yes.
Starlight, Night Rose.
There we go. All right. So we got Vampire Princess of Starlight, Night Rose. Hollow. Auto. Vanguard Rearguard. Once per turn. Generation Break 2. Soul Blast 1. When this unit is placed on another rearguard circle from your drop zone during your turn, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose a grade 1 card from your drop zone and call it to another rearguard circle in the same column as this unit. To build a board. Well,
It's
to build a
nice.
column.
I like it.
Yeah. It is
I
nice.
really like it.
It is unfortunately a grade 3, and I don't like it. And this is actually okay. They started making good grade 3s again, and I'm okay with that.
It's like,
Did you read the
the
start effect?
yeah, isn't there a shred effect?
I'm not there yet.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
read that one.
Auto Vanguard Circle. Counterblast 1. During your turn, when your G unit strides, you may pay the cost. If you do, put up to 3 cards from the top of your deck into your drop zone. Choose a card from your drop zone, call it to rearguard circle. If the unit has a hollow ability, it gets power plus 3K until end of turn.
Ew.
Hello, Engineer.
So
I want- I
now
want-
that's Life Swords. That's like Mill 3 do something.
Give me Wolf. Wolf.
Wolf.
21.
Wolf? JD? Wolf?
I really like that card.
Yeah, this card is.
Yeah, we
pretty
should.
solid.
Now, here's my question, Keith. Do you think it replaces or do you think it works in tandem
No,
with the other one?
this supplements the original 4.
I would agree
Night
with you as
Roses.
well. Kind of like Grand Gallop, where,
Yeah.
where unlike where Gurgwit, you could probably get away with running just the new Gurgwit, not the old Gurgwit.
Yeah, I'm still 100% by
Like-
that strategy.
We'll probably talk about that at some point too. Like
Yeah.
these new, because some of these new grade 3s like are straight replacements.
Yeah.
And some of them are work in tandem, like you were doing them
Mhm.
together. I think this one I agree with you though. Runs best along with the other Night Rose.
Yeah, this replaces whatever other grade 3 you had in the deck. The what is his name? Nightstorm? I can't
Yeah,
remember that grade
Nightstorm.
3. Yeah, Nightstorm. Or Gas Dragon. You're running
Go ahead.
All
What's
right.
next?
Silverthorn Dragon Tamer Lucier. Same name as the OG. You can't run both at 4. But this one has a new effect.
I think we already covered this one.
I
Actually.
covered this one a long
We've
time
covered
ago.
this one a long time ago.
Yeah.
It just got like the proper
Oh, the
official release.
rarities.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Then yes. So lovely companion. Double R Sentinel. Choose a card. Auto. Choose a Sentinel rules. But you can choose one of your units as being attacked, not necessarily Vanguard.
Oh no!
We're getting old PGs with new PG effects.
No!
And Pale Moon, in case you didn't know. Magia. Auto, Generation Break 2, Soul Blast 1. Once unit is retired from Guard Circle, if you have a Vanguard with Harry in its card name, you pay the cost. If you do, choose a grade 2 card from your soul, call it to Rear Guard Circle, and at the end of that turn, put the unit called by this effect into your soul.
So it's extra shit.
That's not terrible.
It's another one of those weird cards that seems like there's something missing as to just calling something out and putting it back in. I feel like they're going to do
It's
something with
extra
that.
shield.
What?
It's extra shit. You call a grade 2, you put it in the front row,
Then
and
you
you
put
intercept with it.
Yeah, I
But
think he's right.
you have Hoopmaster as well that does the same thing. It gives just plus 5k and intercept. I mean,
Yeah.
it is CV1.
Yeah,
plus.
this isn't CV, I don't think, is it?
It's Soul Blast?
It's
Yeah,
Soul Blast 1.
Soul Blast.
For
Which is a little bit better for that.
Yeah.
I think Soul is a little.
GB
No,
last year.
I think it's not a bad one. It's definitely okay. I like it.
Yeah, it's just it's not worse
So, like,
or better, just different. It's
So
like a
you
lateral.
get like a trigger,
PG.
and then you have a 15k shield intercept, and he's like, why?
I also like that when Keith looks down, that's when you get the shredder glasses, and when he looks up, you don't
Yeah.
get the shredder glasses.
That's all the spoilers.
That's all the spoilers.
That's all the
Except,
spoilers we're going to talk about now.
yeah, there's another spoiler. Don't worry. I know you guys are going like, well, why is he talking about the thing? It's because we need something to talk about at the topic.
Yeah.
What the
Moving on
real thing?
into Newsland. Fighters Collection 2017.
Trump cards.
Trump card. So here's what we
How
know:
appropriate.
every clan except for a stranger and Token Rambu will get 3 cards in this set. It's kind of poopy because I bet you those packs are still only going to have 3 cards.
On the plus side, there are 24 GRs for you to acquire.
Is it really a
Gotta
GR
catch
at that point?
You
Like,
gotta catch
that's
them
what makes
all.
me mad.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not a rarity.
is it really a rarity at that point? It's like with Yu-Gi-Oh! There's like 1,700 different rarities. I'm like, does that
Hidden
really count?
arsenal. Like secret rares and the other one.
Yeah.
Like,
Or Ghost
super rares.
Secrets? Wasn't there Ghost
That
Secrets?
was in fact Ghost Secrets. And gold and Ghost Golds.
Ghost
and,
Golds and Gold Secrets.
And like
Oh my
secret
God.
fusions and
Hobby
Don't
League.
forget about Platinum.
Hobby dude, no, okay. Don't you talk to me about Hobby League. That was some good shit. That was some nice parallel foiling on
No,
that.
I like Hobby League.
Guys, we're getting off topic.
Sorry.
Right.
Shadow number 2 shakes his hand shame.
So
You need to get back on camera.
every clan's gonna get 3 cards. They're gonna get a new, never before seen Trump stride. Trump in
You're gonna love it.
quotations.
It's gonna be the best card your clan's ever had.
It's gonna
I
be
guarantee
huge.
it. Everyone knows
It's
it.
gonna be
You knows it.
huge.
He knows it. I know it. It's gonna be the best card you ever had.
It's supposed to be gonna be like a winning, like a very. It's gonna be like, damn it, I'm done. It's gonna be really.
It's gonna be really good.
It's gonna be like your finisher. I think it's gonna be a finisher for every clan, like a new finisher.
Mhm.
You're also gonna get a G Guardian, and you're gonna get a heal with a skill.
Mhm.
So that's gonna. I think it's very interesting. I want to get my my shredders a chance to get in here. What are you looking for? What are you looking for, Braxton?
Awesome cards. Also, I think Kremlin only gets 2 cards.
Elemental gets 3 cards.
They get
actually.
3?
Yes,
They're
they get
missing
one.
something from that, though.
No, I think it actually only does get 2. I think they only.
There's 27 double R's, so there should be 3.
No.
Like, I can't remember.
There's
if they get-
24,
I can't
24,
remember if they
27.
get 2 or they get 3, but like they don't get.
They don't get the heal. They do not get the heal.
That's
Oh.
fine.
They do not get the heal. They I think they only get like the super stride and then the not super stride and then the G Guardian. They do not get a heal.
Yeah.
The Crane Elemental heal with the skill is kind of janky.
Amazing.
Well, yeah, it's just if your heal sucks, you find out in the Fighters Collection to be like, time to pick up the crayon.
The thing is, how can your heal suck? I mean, it can be not as good as other ones, but it's still better than vanillas that you
Yeah.
already have. You
Well,
know,
it could be worse than the crayon until you.
I mean,
if there was one.
Yeah, if there was
that
one.
would be ridiculous. But
Yeah.
thankfully, we sort of saw through that. But we did quite a bit of talking, especially on the way on our last on the road stream about.
That you weren't there for Shredder 3.
Oh my god.
Just so sorry. He's got to become a god. Anyway,
Yeah.
we did quite a bit of talking about
Sure.
heals with effects and how they work, and we're also trying. Hopefully, it's not as bad as Bushiroad really just wants you to play stands, and they're gonna put busted effects like Catch Doll and Refros and Urwater on stand triggers just to
Taro.
make you run them. Taro, yeah,
Ghosty stand.
Ghosty stand.
Nah, that one's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, sit over there. Anyway,
I mean, the Crane Elemental,
Yeah.
the Crane Elemental crit was really interesting, and I still think I like it. as a card design. I don't play it because there's just other crits I'd rather play. I've thought about it before because you guys remember the Krillin with the crit, right?
Yeah, Gororo or whatever it's called.
Yeah, the one that like counts
It's a
for
grade
the,
2.
Yeah.
it's a grade 2 on stride.
cost.
With stride
However,
cost.
if you're going to guard with it,
You
it
have to go
can't be the
something
only
else
card
first.
in Guardian Circle. So even in order to play, you got to put something else in Guardian Circle first and play from there.
Yeah, that's the part I didn't.
I mean, they had to prevent people.
Yeah,
from
or else like people would just would become a staple.
Yeah. So, really, with Heals with Effect, we're really just debating about what we thought they were going to do. Does it do something clan specific when you G guard with it?
Are they all
Maybe.
Logos Magus?
Are they all just Lozenge Magus? And
I don't think so. I think they
No.
each have to do something special.
I would hope that they spent some time designing this in some super special way.
I mean,
Heel's just going to be Gallon Claw?
also apparently Blade. No, isn't your heal ammo?
What?
I
What are
hope
you
so.
talking about?
I think your heal is ammo.
No,
If
it's
it's not a
random
flame
shot
dragon-
Draco kit.
Yeah, he's right.
Oh, is it?
It better be a
looks
Flame
like it.
Dragon.
It looked like
It's a Flame Dragon. That's all that matters.
your ammo. It looked like ammo to me, but that's just me.
You don't know what Arrow
Oh.
looks like.
That's whatever, I guess. Dude, I'm just
Arrow's
trying
not
to
even a
be
dragon.
He's
Like,
seen
what are
it
you
push
talking
down.
about?
nice. It looked like ammo. The royal one is a dog, so I'm happy with that.
No.
That means it's a high
Nap
beast.
Goal
That means
2.
you can use it with
Nap Goal
Garmor.
Puppy.
Stop, kid.
Nap Goal was the best.
Stop, kid. Napco wasn't. But then on the list was pretty adorable too, though.
Nap Goal
There's
is
also a high beast
beast.
G Guardian as well.
Hmm. They're just taking like the race train all the way to.
And then, but it's like another like. It looks like a cross. Their GR for the Royals looks like a cross between Blaster Blade and Outmile.
So it's Gancelon.
Sounds fun.
No, because Gancelon look a lot more armored than this guy does. Aside from that, also the stride for GC literally looks like Special Duke to me.
All right,
Is that Gold
we're gonna
Paladin?
see. What
No,
we
that
see.
was the GC one.
Oh, you mean Gear Chronicle?
Gear Chronicle, yeah.
Okay.
So Lozenge Magus makes a return. It's also
Yeah.
the G Guardian, and we get a Amaterasu
Does that
stride.
not look like ammo to you?
That's a
That's
dragon.
like
That's a
ammo.
dragon.
That's ammo to me.
That's a dragon.
Armow's not a dragon.
So we have Blazing Flare, we have Dog Heal, Dog G Guardian, something interesting. That looks like Blau G Guardian to me for Novas or something.
Can you grant that Steve, please?
I mean, it could be because that looks like a
They're both robots.
What else do we have in here? We got a giant machine gun Aquaforce thing. That's cool. Hey, is this Carolina Heal Part 2? I hope so.
See, some people are also saying that might because looks like a pirate head. There might be Granblue.
No, there's another
Definitely
picture.
Aquaforce.
No, there was a picture that had it with each clan over it.
Oh,
Right,
And
someone did that though.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I think those are clearly Aquaforce in my opinion.
I mean, you could.
and then Uluru is back. Uluru is back again.
All right,
So thankfully they're taking some of like the old heals and like the Nubatama one and the Gear Chronicle one and just reduxing them. So that's nice. I appreciate
Eternal
that.
Ringmaster just commented it looks like Jose found the fountain of youth. Did I really look that old without a beard?
Yeah.
I mean, with a beard?
You're like 45.
That's all you need
Wow.
your card is, friend.
Anyways,
You recoiled when I said that.
not 45. So
You would have been fine to say 43.
moving on to the elegancy that is our topic of the day. It's about card design and proactive erratas, which is something that Bushiroad has never done until today. Oh, well, not today, yesterday, I guess, or 2 days ago.
That-
So there was one spoiler we left out, and I want Ryan to go for, in its original sense, we're going to talk about what the problem was. We're going to talk about the steps that Bushiroad took, and maybe even say thank you for them doing it proactively. We
Get
might
outta
be
here.
positive here.
Wow.
So
Welcome back to our regular scheduled program with Guile Shade. So,
His name's actually Guile.
yeah, it's Guile Shade.
Oh no!
not like this. Oh, we're back.
So Auto, Forerunner. Auto, Hollow. When this unit is placed on a rearguard circle, you may have it become hollowed. If you do, retire at the end of the turn. Auto, rearguard circle, counterblast 1, put this unit into your soul. When the unit with Night Rose and its card name attack hits a Vanguard, you pay the cost. If you do, choose a card from your drop zone, call it to rearguard circle, and it gets power plus 3,000 until end of turn. Act. Drop zone. Generation break 1. Choose one of your grade 1 or greater rearguards and rest it. Call this card to rearguard circle. It's hollowed. So, really the only part about this that matters is the last one. Because then, our problem begins.
And I'm going to hand us over to our lovely Granblue expert over here, along with Pale Moon.
I know. The ringmaster.
Hey, what did we learn about using the word expert? Don't do it.
I don't care.
It's a
They can get salty. They can get salty.
Everyone tries to debunk us.
Okay.
Go ahead. What was the problem?
Okay, so within probably, I want to say, like 20 minutes, people discovered this loop. But what happens is, you need 3 cards. This new one, Godshade, Night's Final, and Nightcrow. And you just essentially keep topping the Nightcrow and the Godshade over and over again, and Night's Final gets insanely huge. Just make it 4 quadrillion
So
attack.
basically,
50 quintillion yen.
Night Spinel says whenever you call something from the drop zone, you get like 2k power. You know what? Okay, great.
It's Bruna.
Yeah, essentially. So Nightcrow says you from the drop zone, you can
It's on my
retire.
computer, it's the monitor. The one
Yeah,
right now.
grade 1.
You can retire a grade 1 or less.
It's grade 1 or less. I remember now.
You can retire
great.
something, a
Yeah,
category.
you can retire a Godshade.
Yeah,
That is what you can do.
to call this from the drop zone.
Yeah.
Then you can rest it, get the Guile Shade, call the Guile Shade over the Nightcrow, and loop it
Yeah.
until Night Spinel gets infinite power. And the Night Spinel goes, goodbye.
Mhm.
Do you have a PG? No. Guess you
That's
lose.
damage.
So sorry, I amped 200k
Yeah.
with my combo without slow playing, and then I murdered you, and that's all zero.
Also, here's the thing though. That combo is not only a problem from the fact that like I can literally do it over and over and be like, all right, and I increase his power to 10 to the 112th power.
Yeah.
Like swing. But it is also a power that technically no one can ever call you for slow play.
Yeah. If you were in a
Because
losing
you're
position, just
technically-
keep going.
Technically, it's not true. You have to advance the game state.
He is, his power's increasing.
I mean, kind of, yeah, but you
No,
still
that
have
is-
to
that
take
is
you have
advancing.
to take a reasonable amount of time.
No, but if it is progressing, his power increases every time. It
But you can
progresses.
essentially just say, "I'm gonna do this until I get this." And
Exactly.
that's just an easier. That's just an easier.
Well, no, because then you can be rule shot for not actually doing that.
No.
Yes, you
Actually,
can. In an
people-
actual tournament, yes, you can.
No, because people do that all the time.
People do that all the time, but I also put my triggers and not the triggers that are not being called out of that.
Like in other games.
No, I agree that most people wouldn't be a douche. Other people can be though. Is what I'm saying. Have you never been judged called for not putting your triggers in the trigger zone? Because I have. And a Bushiroad event.
I mean, I put my
That's
triggers
was such a bad moment. I had to
I mean, we're
restart
talking
my
about
opponent.
things like put triggers in the trigger zone. And
Also, like, have you never had the thing where like somebody discarded a card from the PG and he's like, "Well, you didn't do that. You didn't put the PG first in the Guardian Circle." Rule sharks exist, man.
okay.
Anyway, basically, all I have to do is call a judge and say, "Judge, I wanted to not take up my opponent's time and do this. Either you watch me do it, or I can just say I comboed out." Anyway, that aside, Jose is correct. There are assholes. That's just what they're called. Who will just decide that you didn't put your cards in the right place, even though it's widely accepted that this is how the game is played. They totally understand. They're the kind of people who you like say, "Can I go to the bathroom?" and they say, "I don't know, can you?" Like you're a dick and you know it. I'm sorry that colloquialisms don't exist in your world. Perfect grammar, anyway.
I was like, if I find a judge that would actually rule on you for that kind of play, then
So obviously,
You're permitted to kick your opponent in the nuts. And call it a day.
thank you.
Thanks, Ed.
like you call me over here because he's fast playing. Like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, we only have like 20 minutes. It's time to stop. So you can obviously see why this is a problem and how Bushiroad's lovely R&D department said, "Oh no!"
The fact that like, I really do wonder though if this was like an era of when they like because they already had the card printed out, right?
Yeah, the
Printed.
card was already in print.
So it's like, it's that when they're like, the fact that it took the fans going like, "Oh no, we didn't think of this."
20 minutes. 20 minutes it took them to realize, I got your ass.
It still took them like a few days though, right? 2 days, I think.
For what you want to do Erratas?
That's
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
even-
for the Erratas to come out. It took a
But that's not
couple
surprising because they're probably sat there like, okay, if we change it to this, is there any other cards that we have to worry about?
At least they're doing their due diligence.
Someone had to like
Yeah.
sit there in the corner, like reading every single single Granblue skill. Like, no, we're fine here.
Yeah,
we're fine
Anyway,
here.
after a Bushiroad apology, to which we, at least they meant it this time. And they
No.
actually did something.
I'm gonna be truly honest. This was great. Like, I have no like. Is it possible for a card coming in and saying absolutely? Like it happens.
Treasure cruise.
But like, but like, for them to do it proactively is so much not. I'm fine with this.
Sure.
I'm totally. It just sucks that now every judge has to go into it at the beginning of every tournament and be like, "Hey, Guile Shade, stop."
That card is now awful.
Well, we should get the thing before it goes to print. The English one didn't.
Yeah, the English ones, the Japanese ones.
The Japanese one would probably be the issue, but not for us.
They might mess it up again.
Yeah.
We don't have enough money to change
I'll say you
Arc
forgot
back to-
Blaster Blade and Arc are Shadow Paladins.
That's right. Yeah.
And Magnum Assault was still misprinted when they came here too.
Yeah.
Um,
Gotta remember that CB.
so
Anyway,
yeah,
so Battleship got errated
Mhm.
immediately. And now it includes the Soul Blast 1 cost, and you also have to call to an open regret circle. This card is now unplayable. Congratulations.
Yeah.
which leads us to our next topic. It's so interesting how, like, changing the. I always find it kind of interesting the changing of like 2 to 3 words of a skill that isn't like once per turn versus not once per turn. But like even that, like the changing of small words into phrasings in a card, completely will send it from like bonkers amazing to eh. And it is interesting that, like, you know, when you, because we on the drive back we tried to design our own card that they wanted for Kagero, and it led into this huge debate about card design, whether or not, like, how important is retire on your turn versus your opponent's turn? What does it mean to be once per turn? What does it mean to be GB1?
What does it mean to have a Soul Blast cost?
Soul Blast versus Counterblast cost versus Persona Flip versus Double Persona Flip. Hope that's never a thing, Bushi. So stop. Double Persona Flip requires you to have 6 of that card. No, I'm kidding. You run 3 because you're only gonna do it once.
Trump card.
Are you happy seeing that this got eroded? I think you are.
Oh yeah,
he
that was
was
going to be
no
hard.
choice. No, keep
There's
forcing
not a
infinite loop
choice.
somebody. Come on now.
Yeah, there was no good way to justify this coming into the game. Like, there's not. Let's just, like, I want to be a shithead to everyone. There's like a guy would run that card.
Oh,
So
you're
bad.
fine with 2 cards in hand? Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
How do you like this?
Get me power.
Also, like, imagine if they had put this, like, if Cardfight Online had existed.
Oh
Rip
god.
Cardfight Online.
Yeah. Pour one out.
And imagine how this would have broke the game.
Yeah.
Imagine if you would have been the guy coding it, and, you know, like, every month they send you a new card. And be like, here's this card. And be like,
Do it.
and then Bush running, and they're like, put it in. Make it work.
Please no.
I'm happy. I'm very happy they took this proactive step. I'm surprised they didn't do this to, like, Wiseman Loop when it happened.
Yeah.
But I guess, you know, they made the mistake with Wiseman, and they were like, what's the worst that could happen? Then you got this infinite loop, and they're like, but it's not topping. But, like, Granblue's already really, really good, and 7 Seas is already, they already got done trying to nerf that deck once. They didn't. Then they were like, give it the gunpowder.
Oh, we slightly weakened 7 Cs. It'd be a real shame if we busted it wide open.
Like, we nerfed them. You know what we should do?
Buff 'em.
Not give them support for a little bit. Infinite loop.
This is a Vanguard got that.
Yeah, Vanguard.
Nerf him. Now buff him a lot.
Or Bastion. From
Oh, God.
Bastion got like.
We nerfed him. Except now we buffed him a lot.
Sorry.
Enjoy your.
Sad boops.
What's the chat saying?
All in all, they've actually been pretty quiet for a while. We were talking about the Shredder for a little while.
The shredder.
Shredder.
And basically, we want to, you know, feel free to leave this in the comments, both after the video's up and, like, while it's in the chat. Like, game design is a very elegant thing, and R&D. I have a lot of respect for R&D because even when we were trying to create one card, we were having incredible problems. Like,
Me and Ryan were having problems at all. Y'all were just.
no, y'all were making dumb cards. Kagero would be tier -5, and everyone else.
Drawing cards?
For drawing cards? No, please.
No. Y'all wanted to draw for absolutely nothing.
That's not true. I came up with
take it.
perfectly, decently,
Listen here, Chad.
arguably balanced.
They
card.
wanted to draw for absolutely nothing. I can't give them that. I
I
can't
gave my
give
opponent a choice, and he chose wrong.
Yeah.
You
It's
can't
not a
pay back what he owes.
It's not a choice. It's like you have no rear guards. Let me Diablo you. But you had the choice. You had the choice. Why did you have the dudes? Oh, I had dudes until you Blaster Dark revenged me 3 times.
Hey, you should have played around that. Stop sucking.
Oh, I'm sorry, you got the Dorant ruling that gives you infinite CV.
Should have gave me damage. That's simple. Come on now.
Stop trying to win the game. That's how I win the game.
But yeah, so now that mess is cleared up, let's hope that they didn't leave any other busted Granblue. I can still imagine them like shuffling through the new cards in the set.
Yeah.
Make sure we didn't.
Shit. Guys, we gotta go back.
Check the Granblue cards in set 5.
Check the ghosty crit. Make sure we didn't do anything.
All right, and just for good measure, we're going to check Silent Tom, make sure that's okay. Of course, it's a Tom in a healthy place.
It's gonna be pretty crazy to think about, like Granblue and Pale Moon are getting their own suit. Like Pale Moon, I don't think will get like crazy, but maybe Nightmare Dolls. I really don't want to see that deck ever get good. Please, no.
It's really annoying to play against.
It's like when they go off like that 1 in 100 time, like you
Yeah.
die, and you're just
Yeah.
like.
I lost this game to pure RNG.
And then,
Vanguard.
but if it got consistent, you just be like,
No.
Yeah. They got that one card, grade 2, that like checks 3 and puts 1, tucks 1 to soul.
I still think it's incredible that Granblue has become such a viable threat to the game.
Oh yeah,
was really
it is a top tier threat.
Like 7 Seas
We
Rush
tried up Alston for it.
became an incredible threat. This combo, Night Rose, Night Mist,
Yeah.
like the Pirates came out of nowhere, they just sailed in.
Blame
Like,
Canada.
we heard there was a new Pirates. We heard there was a new
Canada.
Pirates of the Caribbean. It's time to come crawling in.
Well, it's almost like you gave them an incredible resource and then gave them the ability to use it infinitely.
Yeah.
For little to no cost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rook and Cannoneer are some amazing ass grade 2s. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, 16k beat stick, and one that retires and.
Wait, which was the one that retires?
Cannoneer. Cannoneer.
God, that card is so good.
And
Yeah,
yet, Kagro
it is
can't
gone.
get that.
Yeah, correct. I'm a bit of Kagero.
That card is so good.
Yeah, it
When
is.
am I gonna
gone.
get a new blaster?
You got your logo.
Stop. Forte. That's what Kagro needs. Kagro needs a Forte.
Give me Forte.
Give me Forte.
What does it mean to have Storm in Vanguard? I go straight through your Vanguard and hit you directly.
Can't be guarded. Storm can't be guarded.
Not like this.
Not
Not like this. All right. So that's our topic. Now we're gonna move it on to our favorite section of Damage Check, y'all's questions. So feel free to shoot us those #AskAbsolutions, and I'll throw them to the shredders.
Oh, right. You got a couple from Wednesday. Did you want to go
From
over
the
those?
Discord?
No, from the Facebook.
Oh.
Yeah, we had a couple. There was one I really wanted to discuss on with that.
We can start off with that already.
And Jose hit me
Why
with
can't
one.
Kagro draw cards?
Muhammad, what do you want to know?
#Absolution. Why can't
That's
Kagero?
what I'm gonna flash that. Why can't Kagro do
Why can't a Dragon Man just have some good stuff?
Yeah.
Like, is that so bad?
Braxton Thompson says.
Okay. SW299 says #AskAbsolution as a fellow Royal player like the handsome captain. That's me. Are you concerned that Bushi might give bad skills to certain keywords in the upcoming Legend deck? I don't think that the next Legend deck will have a keyword. I don't think it'll involve Brave at all. That's my opinion. But then again, the Kagura one didn't involve Blaze. I really hope it doesn't. Let's just leave it at that.
Let's hope it does.
Did it not?
No.
Oh,
No, Legend decks had a keyword.
Awesome. Then we're fine.
Did it not?
I mean, Diablo was the first one, and keywords weren't a thing then.
Wait, are you sure Nahum didn't have something to do with Blaze?
No,
No,
it
that
was
one
all
does not have
things.
to do with Blaze.
Okay, then we're good.
I think there is something in there. I
Um,
feel like it was called the Blaze.
Yeah.
maybe
I
that's
don't think
one
any
of
of
the
the cards
movies.
actually have Blaze.
Anyway.
Anyway, so this is we'll do one more and then we'll jump into the ones for the Facebook.
Yeah, this one's a #Irish God.
Okay.
Hey Keith, what is the best option for Narukami right now, and how do you see it getting better soon?
The best option. Your best option right now is probably Vanquisher. It's also like tier 2, 1.5. How can it get better? You need a better first stride than Zorus or using voltage as an on hit. That's what's really
What's
missing
that?
in that deck.
Kagura needs that too.
Yeah.
But we can't have it because
Dragon Empire.
Oh, well, I'll give you a great first stride, but it's not going to draw you cards. You can't have it all.
Yeah. And a better grade 3 support. We need something that's not.
We have Descendant. We're fine. We have a Restander.
12K.
Yeah, we got Great Commotion Dragon. We got the Spicy Armor Break. We got. What is the third option? What is the name of that? Blitzsphere Dragoon, I think.
You have a break ride of your choice.
Oh yeah. And one strike, two shits.
You need another
Okay.
Vanquisher. Everyone else has one.
You need the extra.
You just missed the boat.
Yeah.
But is this Vanquisher going to be good? So the question, I guess the next question is the new Vanquisher going to be just as good
I don't
or
think it
better
can be.
than the current one?
You either have to pay a bigger cost for just an earlier effect, like Counterblast 2, Bind 2 from Drop Zone, just to get Thunderstrike on earlier.
Yeah. Well, it would be perfect if it was like Starlight Night Rolls and you could use it on the rear guard and have a stride skill. That'd be ideal.
Rear guard is what you want.
Yeah,
See, here's the
so-
thing. I think a lot of these new grade 3s have been situationally much better, but have not been plainly better, if that makes sense. They're like,
I disagree. I think Gurglitz loads better than the first
I
one.
said most. There are exceptions. I think Outmile is plainly better than the old Outmile. I think Gurgwood is plainly better than the old Gurgwood. But I think that, like, Night Rose is maybe sometimes, but like Grand Gallop, the new one is sometimes better than the old one, but the old one is freer than the new one is. Like, they're better in different situations.
And just having it being useful on the rear guards as well. It's just like, oh yeah, then I can just run that one and toss it on the side when I need to. Nice.
Do you have yours? Because I have more.
Yes, I'm good. Hashtag Ask Absolution is from Joshua Hooten on the Facebook page. If you could add one thing to make the game better or help it grow, but can't have anything to do with tournament structure, because that's our go-to.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he watches our videos and knows this. What would it be?
Or it's a popular topic.
Yeah. So if you could add one thing to make the game better.
Here you go. What would you change? That is the tournament structure.
Can I go first?
Interactivity.
Yeah.
Interactivity.
Some form.
Some form of more interactivity.
A little bit, yeah.
All right. What about you?
Okay, so I have two. I have a selfish answer and a real answer.
Oh, here we go.
The real answer is mitigating miswriting, because that is always just so frustrating and having to do with resist. The selfish answer is fuck the Flogel critical trigger.
Greatest
Get that thing out of here. Get it out.
Yeah, we said add, not
10.
subtract.
Oh, add
Add a band list.
That's the Flogel critical trigger.
Make an alternate route.
I can't turn left. I'll turn right twice. Ryan, what about you?
I had to add one thing. I think it would be a more consistent support schedule. So, granted, I don't know how Bushiroad does that with supporting 24 different archetypes at all times. Yeah, I mean, it's huge. I mean, yeah, clans, but 24 different groups. Like, everyone has their different groups. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh has archetypes, Magic has factions or whatever the hell they call them now. It's always different. Alignments, whatever. But they're trying to do 24 different ones, and I think they settled on a pretty, like, if you want to get something, everyone gets at least one thing once a year. Having something like multi-month releases or multi-monthly releases is kind of what you have to do, but also I don't agree with that. And I think if we could get it down to a reasonable, like, 3-month, this is what we have, next 3 months is a thing. I think that would work a lot better. If we could somehow fit all those things in without breaking the stats or blowing up how many cards are in it, I think that would be okay. That's what I would like to add. I don't think it will be, or I don't think it's pretty viable, just the way Bushiroad has gone with it.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with all three of them. I think more interactivity is a great first direction. The Flogel trigger is dumb. That one stays.
No.
But his real
Add a
one
band
is
list.
fine. And then definitely I agree with his about adding a more consistent spread out schedule, however that may look like. Yeah, I really don't have anything that I think supersedes that in my opinion. Maybe like I would add a more it's more communication to like the fan base overall. I think a better
Like transparency?
more transparency and better PR. Like miles better PR.
So
Like,
basically, you want the American brands to have more freedom.
like I want more like no, I just want like more communication. Like I want a community manager for the NA. Like kind of like what that one guy
So
was that
you
got
want-
fired.
John
You
Clayton.
want
I want that guy back.
So you want the NA brands to have more freedom.
Remember, I still have a playset of his business cards if we ever need to summon him.
So
So
what kind of flame does like? You need like a blue fire?
Ryan, is Project DB a good idea?
So I've heard a defense of Project GB. It came at an unfortunate time where we had Luck and Logic being ended in the US, and immediately we get an announcement for Bushiroad's new card game. And everyone's like, Bushiroad, what are you doing? Oh my goodness, how can you screw Luck and Logic and make a US like card game only. So of course, you know, when you think about how a company like that works, like if you think about how Blizzard, like if Blizzard said we're canceling WoW, but here's Overwatch, that's an entirely different team. Like that's just an entirely different group of developers. Now maybe they move around between each other sometimes or whatever, but you can't really fault them for. Granted, was it a timing issue? Yes. Was there ever going to be a good time? No. At that point, just no, because everyone was going to blame it in some way. If they announced Project DB before they canned Luck and Logic, it's like, oh, they were just setting us up, and now they gave us the good news before the bad news. They did it the way they did it. People said, oh, so you came to Luck and Logic for this new game. Well, great. So glad my investments held up. If you do it, you know, months later, it's going to be like, oh, they can't. It's the same argument. There was no good time to do it, and I think they handled it. They just ripped the Band-Aid off and said, you know what? We have this. You know, we're sorry about Luck and Logic. That was in a different department or a financial decision or whatever. Do I think it's going to be good? If it is primarily U.S.-based game, that is the hook, right? That it's a U.S. game.
I have no idea.
Well, a TCG, the Western.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Western TCG.
Okay. So whatever that means to them, but or whether it follows rules like Magic or has mana or whatever, because Japanese card games usually don't do that.
Stone.
Except for Force, but whatever. Anyway, so is it going to be good? We don't know. It's still a Bushiroad game. If they give it what it needs in terms of finance, tournament structure, and all that jazz, that's 2 out of 3. I think it'll be good. Bushiroad has tried to make purely competitive games before. That was their buddy fight attempt, where it's fast-paced, competitive. They absolutely made sure that no matter how old you are, you can sit there for a best 2 out of 3 match because the games take 5 minutes. And so they've learned as they've gone, I would like to say. Vanguard's probably too bloated of a giant to really help at this point, I guess, on the Bushiroad side. And granted, they still haven't made all the improvements we wanted. But to be concise,
I mean, to be fair, Buddy Fight's hella popular overseas.
it is.
So I don't know if it has anything to do with Vanguard being bloated.
No, but hopefully they do it right. They've had all the feedback in the whole wide world on 4 to 5 other games that they've made. I think let's do this right, Bushiroad. That's all I had to say.
Very long-winded, but good answer.
Yes, also that.
Yeah.
Keith, what clan do you feel should get a trial deck at this point? What do you think the next trial deck should be? After the new Batama one? Or Mukomo?
Yeah, New Batama is the newest one now. You got an answer, Ryan?
Mega Column.
Mega Column.
Only because they need support, not because the trial deck's going to be good.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to say at this point. Like,
Trial
what
deck's just
really
not very-
needs?
I would agree with Mega Colony. I would also say OTT. Could probably
OTT
use
could use one, yeah.
I mean, LTT needs like good
everything.
cards, not
Maybe.
necessarily.
Yeah, but like, how well? Also, you got to think of that from the economic standpoint. How well would that sell?
That's
It's
true.
like,
No, I agree. I agree.
And also, like, if I'm like good cards, like, are we really gonna get it out of the TV?
Anyway,
Maybe
when you-
one or
Maybe.
two.
Nowadays,
Yeah.
when you think about
Original Garmo would like to have a word with you.
I'm sorry, you playing original Vanguard?
I did back then.
nowadays when you
No,
think
you
about
didn't.
how
I
like
did.
No, you didn't. You play Alfred and Raptors.
No, I played Golds with it was before I knew you.
You never played Gold.
Oh, don't even. Continue.
he definitely played Golds. Anyway, he played Liberators.
no, I'm
no.
talking about
No, like OG
BTO6, but I did
Like
have
Hazel.
Garmo.
Yeah,
No.
Garmo
Yeah,
Hazel.
Garmo Hazel. Yeah, I did. Anyways.
I
I
got
don't
Hazel.
believe me either.
He just borrowed Thomas's. Anyway, so the thing about TDs, from like an us standpoint, like we have 30-something decks. Are we jumping on TDs if they don't have any cards we just absolutely need? Of course not. They're not a good way for people to get into the game anymore. If someone said, which trial deck what should I buy? I say, buy the newest Legend deck. That way you can actually play this game for $20 instead of buying 4 trial decks and then thinking that's even close to competitive because it's just not.
It's 2 trial decks now.
Oh, how nice.
But it was 4 back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day, back when we actually bought trial decks, it was 4.
Um,
So-
that one triple R in every
Everything was
trial
just
deck.
a better
and that
option.
one grade
especially
2 that
the
was
legend
worth
deck.
it.
Yeah.
And so
Rex.
honestly, I don't feel like giving someone a trial deck's hard to do. But I don't feel like giving anyone a trial deck is really throwing them any kind of bone unless the card in there is absolutely ridiculous.
All right, Braxton. What do you think about mixing Diablo support in the Luard deck and how GBT10 cards make Luard? Any thoughts?
Well, I haven't played Loire yet, so I can't really answer that
Working on
question.
it.
From what I've heard, Loire has a big soul issue, so Howl and Kahedin help with that, especially since you're running Spectral Duke anyway, so you have the Diablo name at some point. But I cannot say. I haven't played the deck. Sorry.
But the word Diablo is a very popular build from what I gathered from all the people trying to sell them on Vanguard.
Also, I think from the deck. I think also from the deck list, they ran some Diablo stuff in there too, for sure.
They definitely play a hole in Kahedin at least.
I don't know what are you talking about.
In the Fives Classic, there was a lot of
It
mix.
was Lord Diablo.
It was Lord Blow in a lot of those lists.
What about the ones at the top, though?
Lord Diablo.
There's only, it was
Yeah, it was
Lord
two.
Diablo.
Dylan ran it.
Dylan, and okay.
I can go get the deck list right now.
I'll say Dylan did. I don't think Nick did.
There's only one person who played Diablo.
No. Nick
It was
Bacosa, he
2 Granblue, 2 Shadows.
Oh
and
yeah, it
4
was two
Mirrors.
shadows. Right. Yeah, you're right.
sorry if I butchered the last name, Nick. But yeah, it was Nick. He was playing Diamond as his backup grade 3.
Okay. But the other one, I'm pretty sure the other one was playing Diablos, right?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, me too. Already answered that one. Have you guys ever thought about making a series of videos where you put all your decks into a tournament and pick at random who plays what? We do that all the time just for casuals.
We do deck roulette.
We had a locals.
We did film deck roulettes one time. They were never released, unfortunately. They are lost in the chasm of. Remember all those games that just never went up?
Yeah,
We did.
I remember.
Hey, you remember the last time we tried to put up decks we played for the first time?
You guys didn't get it.
Yeah.
They got lost. You know that place where like you throw your laundry and like one
Nobody
side
threw your
goes
hot
missing?
rods up and got banned.
Yeah.
What is the strongest low tier deck?
Raging form.
Strongest low tier.
I'm
That's
gonna
such
go
a
with that.
weird
You know what?
question.
I'm gonna go with
What?
what Braxton said.
What do you say?
Raging form.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
Or prisms.
Raging form's true.
Think about low.
True, but it's not a budget question.
You can't say low tier
But
in Vanguard
it's
when
easier to
everything
get.
is viable.
Yeah,
That's
when you
not-
could just
most-
check triple crits
most-
and end the game.
I don't know. It's not even that. Like that used to be how like the trial deck was. Like you could just check double crits and you win the game. I mean,
Yeah.
good for you. But now like when I say everything is viable, there really isn't any deck except OTT, maybe current Murakumo, and that's like Murakumo's just kind of like slightly lower than everything else because I know the deck has potential. The thing is, or like a bad type of a deck that's pretty good. Like you want to say, I'm running Jin or Kami, you deserve to die.
But I get a crit for every Indra on my field.
You deserve to lose.
It's not like this. Or maybe some people would say, what's that other Narukami, the one that you play?
Which one?
The one that gets the double crit?
Oh, finish blow?
Finish blow.
Like, so if you're playing like a bad version of a good deck, I don't really, that I'm not even gonna consider that as part of the meta unless the other version is good, the Playmaster. But I'm getting long-winded again. So when you say what's the strongest low tier deck, I kind of look at it like, I mean, I guess like, what are our candidates? Like Great Nature? I mean, it's lower tier than everything else. The deck is still strong. It'll steal games off of you.
Probably D police. Probably D robos. Just it is low tier and they can just end the game.
That is true. It
You
can
know what,
just
bro?
end the
I would agree
game.
with that.
Yeah.
I'll go with D-Robos.
Yeah.
It can just end
Kaiser
the game.
Robos.
Yeah.
Like-
Kaiser robo specifically.
Here's the thing. There's no other deck also, and I will agree with this because it is a lower tier deck.
Mhm.
But the thing is, there's no other deck that can just win against the best decks.
Yeah.
And against the worst. Like, it'll just beat it can beat anyone.
And
It can be
lose
anything.
anyone.
It can be a boat.
Hi, Dimax. Land Admiral.
Land Sea Admiral.
Yeah, Land Sea
King of
Admiral, yeah.
Space. Do you think that the next season will have a whole new cast? I think so. I think so.
Please.
We think we're getting the hard reset.
Yeah, because I mean, there were 4 seasons of the original, and we're on the 4th season of the newest.
Oh.
And we've already had a time skip after the time skip.
Yeah.
So I think it's also the fact, I think I mentioned this on the road, the fact that there's a legend deck for Aichi means we're going to see him, and
Yeah.
you can bet money that he's going to be the conclusion.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
So-
the Yugi versus Jaden all over again.
Yugi better win, and by that I mean Aichi better win.
What's all this fusion guard? Slide this guy direct.
What the heck is a Neo-Spacian?
Jack's Knight, get in there.
Do you think there's going to be any more Kagura support in the future?
Set 11.
It literally is
Fighters
getting
collection.
set 11.
Yeah, set 11.
And Fighters Collection.
So I think we're going to end things there. I want to thank you all for watching. Make sure you check out Ultra Reality Games. The website. What's the website again? With the website.
ARGCircuitSeries.com.
Thank you.
Find tournament near you.
This is the say goodbye to everybody.
Or
'cause
buy,
who knows what-
Yeah, who knows what's in it?
or buy kits and start one yourself. Hey.
Boom.
Yeah.
So Keith is actually going to be gone for a while. He's going to be studying for the MCAT, trying to be a surgeon or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll
And-
still be on Facebook and in the Discord. Just little bits and pieces.
One day you might
So-
walk into the hospital and this guy's like, I want to operate your brain.
Don't worry, kid. I have full SP Vanquisher. you're safe with me. Let's just rip open this.
Before he
Lays a VMAX on there, just bloody hard.
before he rips open, his patient's chest, he goes into his little shirt pocket, pulls out a Chitora, kisses it for a while.
The person's dying and everything. Throw him the heel. Throw him the heel.
G-guard the blood away.
He's dying. You have 2 Vanquishers in his head. He's shouting.
My first stride wasn't good enough.
I bind all his organs, but he's still not breathing.
So, like I said, thank you guys for watching.
Mhm.
We hope that you enjoyed. See you next time with Team Absolution. Peace. I don't know this.